It's with you when you win, when you lose, when you pick yourself up again. In every moment, you can feel it. Life. Human right number 3, the right to life. What are human rights? Find out at youthforhumanrights.org.
Okay, kids, here we are at the slavery exhibit. Now, as you can see, the slaves were kidnapped from their homes, chained together for weeks. They would cram them onto these ships in very appalling conditions.
Thousands of women and children are being smuggled across the border.
Sexual trafficking of children.
As you can see right here, they were treated like animals. They worked all day long for no pay.
In sweatshops raided by police. Children forced into slave labor.
Some of the slave masters were very cruel. They whipped them and they beat them, as you can see in some of these pictures.
Torture and assault.
Be
brutal, even fatal.
So, before moving on, are there any questions?
Does this still happen today?
When I was walking home from school, they asked me for my money. I said no.
And all my friends ran home because they were scared he might punch them too.
I was screaming, but he just wouldn't stop.
He always said he would hit me. I just didn't think he actually would.
I don't know what I did, but they just kept on kicking me.
They tied me up and dragged me outside. They stripped me of my dignity.
She said she was going to teach me a lesson.
He said I wasn't listening. I didn't think he'd get so mad.
Oliver James. Right. Welcome to my country, my friends. I am right. Really? Where do you think you are? I am right. I am right! Only rights you have here. Not rights I give you. Ready? 1, 2. Passez-moi.
I'm actually not going to be up here that long. I really wanted to tell people about a poetry set that is taking place coming up real soon. So I thought what would be best is to share a poem, so you see what I do as a poet, and then tell you about the poetry set, and then play a little poem game. And then pretty much after that, the mic is open, so if there's other poets or artists or anybody who wants to share on stage, please, by all means, in this 45-minute slot, I welcome others. I so welcome others, whoever's here. We've got someone lined up. Okay. So can I go ahead? If you don't mind us behind you. All right. Okay. So the poem that I'll share is called I Dream a World. I dream a world where the world eyes me for my skills, not my lack. Lack as in L-A-C-K, lack. Lack as in L-A-C-C-C-C-C, lack. another way of spelling L-A-C-K. Or lack, I always say listen. Lack as in late again, cause capabilities can't conquer chemicals as an imbalance. That's for those who are dealing with an addiction. I dream a world where my issues are issueless, as in less than the average only by default in human order, but less than nothing at all, since average is of no consequence in my dream place, and we all act upon mere faith as in one mustard seed. That's all I really need. I dream a world where we didn't have to question the constant negativity between world religions, as in validate to me who's really real in my non-dream world, or are we all organized by the world? Nope, not spiritually, my dream world still. I dream a world where we are all butterflies, even skipping over the cocoon process, but rather being at a state of eternity, as in no seconds, no minutes, no hours, just flying like the wings on my back right now, because that's what I need to do right now. And sometimes I'm like, Creator, I really need you to fly me away. That's on those rough, stressful days. I know we all have them. I dream a world where indignation flees from my mind and there's no room for curse. So that means that language is positive, positive is negative, negative just keeps on being positive in my dream world, because honestly, there's no such thing as negative in my dream world. So that means I can say whatever I want to say in my dream world. So listen, not to offend, but one, God damn is not taking my Lord's name in vain, but rather explaining that God damns those who messes with God's divine will. That's my dream world. That bitch simply means a female dog without referring to the human gay or the human straight with what? A bitchy little attitude. Let's move on and stop calling names. And that ugly is constructive construction of behavior. And I am more free with my language and not to offend my church folk, my loved ones, my he's, my she's, my students, and anybody else when I act this way. And I find that I usually act this way every 28 days. Ugly. Being honest. I dream a world where 2 + 2 does not equal 4, but rather equals 8. As in, let's look past the problem so that we can create the solution. All I'm saying is this. I dream the same dream that was dreamt before I was even thought of as a seed, blossomed into a vine, as in my vision of loveliness, because that's what all of you are right now to me, and I don't even know y'all, is a dream. That I dream, that maybe all of you dream, that infamous they dream, that we dream together forever, always without end. So let it be said, Ashe and Amen. So pretty much, oh, thank you. Yeah, thanks out there, audio person. So that's the one piece. That's something that I like to do, what I consider my creed. So that kind of leads me into talking about the poetry set. That at the University of Michigan Flint, I'm teaching a class called Spoken Word, and it just allows students to talk about their stories. And that's for everybody, having an opportunity to share where they're from. And that if we have the opportunity to share it and have others listen to it, then we can begin to dialogue. And I thought the only way to do that is to create a venue so that students can go out there and talk about these stories. We did it in the Red Ink last year, and it was a success. And we wanted to show more, hey! And we wanted to show more love. I talked to Ken, and he's absolutely wonderful in working with me and a few others. So we decided to start another poetry set in the fall, once a month, every third Friday, here at the Good Beans. Yay! Okay, that's like 3 hands, okay, at the Good Beans. And the first one is September 18th. And so the way this poetry set works is basically we will have food, we will have music.